Good morning. Okay, let's talk about preferred customers. Preferred customers are important to our business, but more important is good customer service. So that's huge for us. Now, how to actually bring a customer to the point of making that decision to become one is all in a document on our small team page under files, and it's called Reach Out Language for Products. Under there, you'll find an example of how that whole process can go, as well as what information you need to collect from them in order to sign them up as a preferred customer. So we got that covered. What we don't have covered. So you've signed them up, and now they're your new PC. Now you need to send them a welcome email. That email is going to thank them for their business. Most importantly, it's also going to let them know what to expect going forward. So an example of that email can be found, guess where? On our small team page under files, called Preferred Customer Welcome Email or Welcome Letter. Brilliant. I know. I boggled your mind right there. Okay, so we've got that. We've sent that, customize it, send it, and send that to everybody as soon as you sign them up. Next step, passwords. So you've created a password when you signed them up. Now that is important to have a system because you're going to end up on vacation. It's going to be 11 o'clock at night and your notebook's going to be at home and you're going to remember that Susie Q's auto ship is going to process tomorrow. Oh my gosh, what are you going to do? Well, you have a system for passwords, so don't even worry. So my system is first name and the number 1. Highly recommend it, or whatever system you choose, so that you always know how to access their account to make the changes that you've promised you're going to make. Now let's talk about those promises. So there is an auto ship. What I prefer to call it is a flexible replenishment program. And how I explain that to people is that every 60 days, they're going to pop up in my system because in theory, they should be running out of products every 60 days, but really they last a lot longer, which is awesome. So every 60 days, they'll pop up in my system as a reminder for me to check in with them. How are you doing? How's your skin? Have you taken your before and afters? Are you running out of any product? Where are you at? What do you need? And then it's my job to make sure that their account is exactly as it should be. I assure my customers they're never going to receive any product they don't want or need. We can delay as many times as we want. You can delay by either 60 or 90 days, and that means that another 30 or 60 days later, they're going to pop up in your system again so you can check in with them. And that is how the process goes. So you can assure somebody, you can assure everybody that they will not have a whole bunch of packages showing up at their door because that is actually our job to take good care of their account. Now, last but not least, there is a minimum of a $90 order in Canada to get free shipping, $80 in the States. So how do we broach that topic when somebody, say, just wants to buy an eye cream? They're full up on their regimen this month. They don't need anything else, but they'd really like an eye cream. Well, we want to let them know that we would way rather encourage them to put their money towards a product than put it towards shipping. And because an eye cream, it doesn't get them to that minimum requirement. Then leave it up to them. That's totally their choice. If they would prefer to pay the $12 to $15 for shipping, UPS will drop that eye cream off at their door. If they'd rather, I would always recommend that here's a couple products that would get you to that threshold and allow you to have free shipping as well as allow you to try a new product. So the eye cloths, that's one example. Those things are great. They're great for a lazy night. Take off your makeup. They're great to take off your eye makeup anytime, and they have peptides in them, so they're actually working for you. Another one is the lip serum. Great idea. Add that on. You're going to love it. Put it on every night when you're finished doing your face, and you will love that stuff. Your lips will love it too. So just give a few recommendations of what would get them to that threshold and allow them to have the free shipping on that order. I think those are the logistics on preferred customers. And then once in a while, send them some love. Twice a year, I try and send out a little bit of preferred customer love. I devote my paycheck a couple times a year to thanking my team and thanking my customers and send them something in the mail. So a lip shield or a Starbucks card or a gift certificate for money off their next purchase through me, or whatever that might look like. A card, a handwritten card that says, thank you, I appreciate your business. Last but not least, those auto ships. Every month I send out 2 rounds of emails because they process all through the month, depending on when you signed them up. And I can show you in Pulse how to find that. Just ask. Now, I send an email about 5 days before the month starts because I always want to beat the company email that they're going to receive so that they know that I've got it under control. And then I send another email about 10 days into the month for the people who are going to have their auto ship process a little bit later. And in that email, I thank them for their business. I let them know that they're, in theory, should be running running low on product, but let me know what that is in reality and where they're at, what they need. I always introduce a new product or highlight a product that I'm loving right then, just to put a bug in their ear. And then I finish off by thanking them for choosing me as their Rodan and Fields girl, because I know there are options out there. So I think that's the meat and potatoes on preferred customers. Go get them.